Call.
Member Amoroso, I got an email from her that she will not be here. Member Bryan?
Here.
Member Delisa?
Here.
Member Fickus, I also got an email that he would not be present. Member French?
Here.
Member Haynes?
Here.
Member Hannon, I got an email that she would not be able to make it. Member Hickerson?
Here.
Member LaSanta, I believe he said he would not be able to be here at the last meeting. Member Novick?
Present.
Member Santiago?
Present.
Vice Chair Harriet? I have not heard anything from him. And Chair D'Erica.
Here. Thank you. All right, so the next item is the approval of minutes for the January 18th, 2024 City Manager Selection Committee meeting. May I have a motion and a second, please?
I motion.
Second.
All right, motion made by Member Hickerson, seconded by Member Novick. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? All right, motion passes. All right, so before we move on to item 4A business, I just wanted to let everyone know, Joyce has let me know based on the current schedule that our next meeting will be April 18th, 2024, 6 p.m. In this room, and that from now until then, we will receive electronic communications. So just to let everyone know that April 18th, 2024 will be the next scheduled meeting.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I see I'm giving everybody a moment. They're all putting it in their phones.
I put it in.
All right, so next up is item 4A, discussion, review, and approval of the Deltona City Manager recruitment brochure. So what I'm thinking this time, because I know this is our second review, and it's my understanding that quite a few folks have already emailed their feedback into Mr. Basinger, is if you have additional comments, is just like we've done before, put your placard up on its end, and we'll go around the room and we'll get to everyone. If you have no comments, you can leave your placard stationary, and we'll move along. And we will start with Member Hickerson.
I have just a few nitpicky things, and really just little things. Page 2, paragraph 3, Blue Springs, Gemini Springs. The top paragraph, and since... Turn it on.
Hang on.
There we go.
There you go.
So it should be Gemini Spring, is that right?
Springs and Blue Springs.
Yeah. We got the Blue Spring, but we didn't get the Gemini. Oh, and we
Okay.
got Gemini Spring.
Yeah,
too.
it's actually Blue Spring, no S on the end.
Oh, is it?
Officially, yes. The
didn't-
sign getting off I-4 is actually wrong.
Oh, okay, well then my bad. Okay, then at the top paragraph on the same page, where it says Daytona is the Cincinnati Reds, it reads funny to me, Reds single A baseball. I kind of think maybe it should just, it words weird to me, but that could just be my reading, but it just words strange. Then on page 4, 1, 2, third paragraph down, there should be an apostrophe in its.
Page 4. Sorry, I'm going to,
Page 4, third paragraph.
for some reason, my thing's not giving me a page
It
number.
starts with, "The city is characterized." That last sentence, its, should be an apostrophe.
Sorry. And what section are we in? I'm sorry.
We are on page 4, under geography.
I see geologically it is located in a bowl. I don't see an its.
It's
Oh, it's.
It's unique hydro,
No, it's no apostrophe, it's.
Oh, it-
Yeah.
okay. The next one that I saw was, same page, underneath the graphs, it says parts instead of parks. P-A-R-K-S.
That was
Park.
fixed.
Was it? Okay.
Did you look at the brochure that he
I
put out, or
printed it
just
off.
the Word document?
I printed off the brochure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought that had
and there
been
was
fixed.
one that went out today, like this afternoon.
That's the
in
second
which-
one I printed off.
Okay, okay.
So maybe I
Maybe I
printed off the
might have
wrong
sent
one.
the wrong one.
Maybe so. So then in the next to last paragraph on that, Volusia County Public Schools, I think, maybe my grammar's wrong, but shouldn't it be are at least the second largest, or is? I'm not sure. That's a Carolyn thing. The next page 5. 1, 2, 3. The fourth paragraph begins with Deltona on the right.
Okay,
Center, it says, is expected to grow significantly. Ideally, Deltona will provide sewer water as their services. I don't think we should end the sentence with "to it." I'm not,
okay.
again, these are nitpicky things.
Maybe to that area?
Yeah, and then
Okay,
page 7, second paragraph. City needs to find and/or commit to the required resources to replace or renovate, period, not them. Again, ending a sentence with a preposition.
I'm sorry, which,
Second paragraph down, page
Okay.
7. So I would say replace or renovate and drop the them and put a period there.
okay,
On that same page, the second paragraph down, it says he, she will work with them to develop a strategic plan with, that all will, I don't like the term buy into, I would rather see will support.
support, I like that better, thank you.
Residents, I think that there should be the next paragraph down, residents, I think the apostrophe comes before the S and not after.
Plural residents.
Is it plural? Okay, thank you. And then the next, page 8, top paragraph on the right, the commission will make its commitment to its next manager's success and wants a candidate who recognizes Deltona and its potential instead of as wonderful opportunity it is. Again, the "it is" to me is a prepositional
Sure,
faux pas. And I think that is all the nitpicking that I had.
great.
Right, very good. Colin, anything you needed her to go back and circle back to?
I think I'm okay. I'll get, what'll happen is I should be able to get back to my office. I'll get it over to my graphics guy, who fortunately lives in Colorado.
If you make these changes, or whatever changes are done, I love everything about this.
Well,
So-
but I want you to look at it and make sure I didn't miss anything. I'll give you one last shot at it tomorrow.
Well, I'll give you this because I highlighted it,
Perfect.
and the things that they already made changes toward, just ignore those.
Perfect, thank you.
All right, great, thank you.
Thank you.
Member Santiago?
Yes. All right. First, this is great. It's very factual.
It is fabulous.
It was wonderful, put together. My only comment is just one, under page 3, under education, first paragraph, last sentence, a serious student can get an excellent education here. I just think a serious student, any student can get an education
Yeah.
here. So if we can remove serious, that would be great.
Okay,
That's my only comment. Other than that,
That's a great point. Love it.
well, that's no fun.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Member Novick?
Thank you, Madam Chair.
You're welcome.
Congratulations to the team that worked on this. The last meeting, we were pumping out information like you were drinking from a fire hose. So I think you captured 99.9% of it.
Yes.
With that said, I only have a couple of comments, and I'm looking right now. And I think this would be a good spot to put this on page 3, probably in the paragraph, if you like to travel, the location, that one.
Okay,
Unless I missed it, I didn't see any reference to Sunrail, Brightline, or Volusia County's countywide bus transit system, VOTRAM.
you did not miss it. It's not there.
So I
That
think
was
that's
something that-
probably a good place to incorporate those 3 public transportation systems, because they're going to take you all over the state.
Okay.
Gives you connectivity all over the state. So Sunrail, Brightline, and then Volusia County's countywide bus transit system, VOTRAM. And then down in the education paragraph, Opportunities for higher education are readily available, starting with Daytona State College's Deltona location. In fact, it is building a new campus. That's inaccurate. They're expanding an existing campus.
Okay.
And where was that again?
So strike building new and insert expanding the existing.
Okay, there it is. Starting, in fact, it is expanding its campus.
Expanding existing campus.
Okay, got it. Thank
Okay.
you.
And
I'm still missing.
just let me scroll, because I did this in Adobe here, so give me just 1 second. The last comment then I have then is, I guess we can't do anything at this point about the starting salary being the 160 to 200,000.
I questioned that.
There is an opportunity where we present this to the city commission, and that would be the appropriate venue, I think, if somebody would like to represent the citizens. I mean, I think the chair would probably be the logical person
Yeah,
to
actually, it's,
to
excuse
present
me,
it.
if I may,
Sorry.
it's my understanding that Joyce has already added that to an agenda item.
It's on the next agenda, February 5th.
So
And
it
for
will
their
already be-
consideration, it does say that you all, discussed it and that this is your recommendation that they change it. It ultimately is up to them, but it is on this agenda. If a member speaks, though, it becomes a joint meeting, so please don't do that. If you want to email your individual commissioners, because again, it is coming up on Monday, feel free to do that.
And I think that is all I have, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Member Haynes.
So I've got, is that on? How do you turn that on?
There should be a little red button here in the back.
Maybe on the side?
There we go.
He's coming. Here comes tech support.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, there it goes. Yeah. Okay, can you hear me okay? So on the first page, halfway down the paragraph, while its parks are plentiful, it is also halfway between the world's most famous beach, Daytona Beach, and the country's 8th most popular tourist destination. I feel like the 8th most popular isn't really I don't know, that doesn't sound really appealing to me. Maybe something like the world's most famous beach, Daytona Beach, and 2 of the country's most popular attractions. Because I'm thinking Universal, that's especially like with Halloween Horror Nights, that's people flying from all over the country for that.
Okay.
So something like that instead of.
Take the ranking out.
Yeah, take the ranking out, and I mean, either add Universal or don't, but at least take the ranking out. I don't personally didn't care for that.
I can just say 2 of the world's most popular tourist destinations,
Yeah.
something like that. Okay, thank you.
And then, this is just me, this is my nitpicky, so this might just be me. I just don't like the word challenges on the first page where it says Deltona has its share of challenges and is a place, et cetera, et cetera. I feel like the word opportunities might be a better said there. And again, that's just me being picky, so everybody else may think it's okay. On page 2, under the cultural activities, the second paragraph down, some activities are also held at the center at Deltona. Unless you live in Deltona, you probably don't know what the center at Deltona is. I mean, it could be it could be anything. I just feel like, later in the paper, you explain something about a state-of-the-art facility for events.
Okay.
I feel like it should be in that paragraph as well,
Sure.
or instead of,
Sure.
since that's your first introduction to it.
Okay, we can take care of that, thank you.
Let's see, nope, that's not it. Nope, they took that one, okay. On page 4, under Commerce, where it says Deltona Plaza is a smaller commercial area. I don't know whether we need that in there or not, but right above it, we're talking about commercial industrial zone properties largely located, et cetera, et cetera. I believe in the last one of our meetings, we had a conversation where we still have room for more development in that area. So that might be something to say that, with commercial area there's still more chance to do development there.
Is that at the Deltona Plaza that has the room, or is it?
No, the
at the
commercially
Epic?
the commercial
Yeah.
industrial zone property
Okay.
above that. I don't know what, like I said, Deltona Plaza, I don't know if that's a big selling thing since it's a small plaza.
Should I just take it out? Would that be better?
I would say so, but I mean, that's just my
Okay.
personal thought.
I'll take it out.
Page 5, and this may have been already updated, but the commission is composed of a member. Did we take out Commissioner Burbank as one of those members and make a note about, or should we, saying that we have an opening currently?
Yeah, I've got some new language for that. It's a little tricky because it'll probably be filled about a week after we open.
That's true, too, yeah.
So, but I've got some language to correct that and to try and finesse it a little bit.
Okay, so now I'm really the picky, it's the marketing side of me. The pictures that are in here, like we've got the picture of the baby and mom, with the cool little water fountain and the wedding and all that. My first question is, are these stock photos? Are these photos taken from somewhere on city websites, or where did these pictures come from?
They came from the city.
Okay.
So,
So my thought would be maybe we say, like under the picture of mom and baby, what park that is or something, especially when you get back further, we've got, because they're great pictures. You've got like where the trail is, where the kids are playing sports. It might be cool to have under there the actual park it came from, if we know.
And to that, do we have permission to use these photos? Okay.
so I'm sorry, what do we want to do with the pictures?
I'm just saying, like,
Add a location, right?
yeah, add the location to it.
That's the
Like, where
splash
were they?
park.
Where was the park?
That's
What
the
park
center.
is this? Just so it
Okay.
kind of gives an idea. And maybe also putting something with a photo from the center where there's been a really nice looking event that was done there.
A really nice photo of
An
it.
event that was held at the center. Since we talk about in here, it's I forget the wording for it, but it's a premier facility for
Yeah.
events. Let's take a photo of, or have a photo that I'm sure they have, and maybe showcase the center a little bit. And the only other thing is maybe not, but adding the website for the center, I'm assuming it has a website, under additional information about the city, just to give them an
Oh,
idea
sure.
of what that is.
That makes sense.
I think that's it. Yep, that's it.
All right, great, thank you. And Terry, just on page 6, I believe that is a photo of the center, the lower photo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then that would be awesome if we just
That's a wedding, I think.
Yeah.
At the center.
That's at the center at Deltona.
Okay, yeah, so if we could just put that.
That's an outside venue.
it's a great picture.
Photograph there, but I think maybe something inside
Inside?
the
Inside,
venue
too.
showing, a bunch of round
The inner
tops that are made up
facilities.
and stuff. They've got dozens of pictures
Oh,
on
yeah, I'm sure.
Facebook and on the city website.
Is there a place you'd want to put that picture, or one you'd like to replace, or?
I think he's referring to the wedding picture, replacing it. Is that what you were saying?
Well, you could have them both, just do a split frame.
Smaller.
Just make
Yeah.
it smaller.
Absolutely.
Possibly.
Do an indoor and an outdoor of the same venue.
But I will say that this packet is awesome. It looks really nice. You guys did a really good job on
Thank you.
it. And you definitely did well at taking our unicorn and putting as much of the unicorn in as you could.
Thank you. It's very kind.
So I will be amazingly brief because I just wanted to confirm, Mr. Basinger, that you had gotten the email I sent with the suggestions, so those have already been received earlier today?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So I don't need to repeat myself. But I also just wanted to thank you all because this came a long way. Once you formatted it, put in the photos, it
Yeah.
really did bring the document to light. So I have nothing else to add.
I have one question. Do we want to add any of the private schools? Because we have a number of private schools that are exceptional private schools in the area as well. Do we want to, or just leave those out?
They are part of the community.
My recommendation would be to just,
leave
at
it
this
out.
point,
Okay.
let it ride.
I think
Okay.
at this point, yeah, there's really great, if someone wants to do a deeper dive, they're going to do that on their own anyway.
You're
But
correct.
this gives a good
Only
basic
because at the last
information.
meeting, we had said about so much clutter. And
You are so correct. This is amazing. I mean, from night and day from last time. I love it.
Well, thank you.
All right. And Member Bryant?
Well, did you talk already, or did you want to talk?
Well, I was just going to make a comment when you mentioned you could just simply add a statement under education. There are a number of private schools. Yep, you probably have enough room to put something like that there.
Yeah, I
And
thought we had
either the
something, but
first-
maybe it came out.
I thought we did have that somewhere.
Let me see. Private schools are available in the city and the region? Is that,
Okay.
I mean, we could enhance that or add to it.
That's perfect then.
That's under the education, second last sentence, first
Second last.
paragraph.
No, that should,
that work?
Yeah, that works for me.
That works, okay.
yeah, that's,
There's so much information in here, it's like, I can't even keep track of it.
And go ahead, Member Bryant.
Okay. As you guys probably saw in the email, I had already sent in corrections, and if anybody wants a copy of what all my suggestions, a lot of it was grammatical, sentence structure, and a few other things. If Joyce doesn't mind copying, if anybody wants copies, it's just 2 pages. I'd be more than happy to share those.
They were very helpful, by the way, very
Yeah,
helpful.
and I agree with everybody else. This looks fabulous. I do want to say, though, that we're trying to entice somebody here. So while there's a lot of stuff that really needs to be professional, I think, and this is my own personal humble opinion, as soon as I find it again, the part where it said, so Ms. Hickerson, when you were talking about the part where it says who recognizes Deltona as the wonderful opportunity it is not really that's not a preposition. I like that because it said for its opportunities, and after a while it just becomes blah, blah, blah with the same sort of bland verbiage. So I like the wonderful opportunity it is. I think that kind of gives it a little oomph.
And I am,
So, no, I mean, it's just my suggestion. You guys may all disagree with me, but I'm just, that was my thoughts.
I'm good with all of this. Like I said, everything that I had was nitpicky, so I'm good to not nitpick that.
And I couldn't help but tease you about as I got through the commas, I had to start making comments about the commas.
I was inconsistent, I am learning.
It's all good. So the other thing I didn't like was when it talked about having a can-do attitude. And I know that seems completely the opposite of what I just said, but can-do is so trite. But then I looked up can-do, and I looked at all the synonyms for it, and I couldn't find anything that really fit the bill. So if any of you have any ideas of something that would do the same thing, please feel free.
The thing that occurred to me was I might just say achievement-oriented. Now, we did say that up further, so I'd probably have to change that, but that might be an alternative.
Kath, can you remind me where that is?
Sorry.
No, it's right. I know I read
You're
it
reading
10
my mind
times.
here. Okay, it is page 8, and it is 4th paragraph down, first sentence. He or she will be responsive, friendly, outgoing, organized, and positive with a can-do attitude. And I'm like, but like I said, I also couldn't think of anything better, so I can just shut up.
Well, let me think about that. I might be able to come up with.
Synonyms, or what is it, homonyms or synonyms?
I looked, and none of them really fit the context. They either seem to have more of a negative context, so whatever.
All right, great. Member Novick?
Madam Chair, I'm ready to make a motion, but there's 2 other members that had their cards up.
Yes, sir. All right, member, why don't we go? Oh, okay, we'll go to Member French.
I was just going to say I had sent in my comments prior to, and I saw they were in here, so that's why I didn't make any other additional comments.
Very good, excellent. Member Frank?
I thought this was an excellent document. I read it several times. But when I read it, I don't think of myself as a resident of Deltona. I picture myself sitting in Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska, February 1st, 6 o'clock at night. I haven't seen the sun for 20 days. And I'm thinking, boy, this looks like a really nice place. And that's how I present this document to myself. My wife is a very good reader, and she likes to point out different mistakes, and I don't do that. I pretend that I'm sitting somewhere else reading this document, and I'm going to apply for a job, and I thought it was very well written.
Well, thank you.
Very good, thank you.
And thank all of you for your help on this, because, I mean, I couldn't have done it without you, and particularly your comments helping me with my grammar.
No. I wasn't about to get Chicago style involved, but we'd be here all night.
Member Bryant, did you have additional comments, or is that just, oh, no, I just didn't want to before I went to Member Novick.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to approve the Deltona City Manager recruitment brochure, subject to the changes that were brought forth tonight and recommendations, to be presented to the City Commission for approval at their next regular meeting.
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion made by Member Novick, seconded by Member Bryant. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the motion passes. Excellent.
Okay, just so you, well, I'll go back to my office, I'll get my graphics guy to make these changes, and then I'll send it out one last time, just to make sure I didn't miss something, because I may have, you know.
I'm sure the commission will make some tweaks.
I'm sure, I'm sure.
Hopefully, they make the tweak on the salary.
Yes.
All right, so there being no further business, the meeting is adjourned.
Yay.